Hi, everyone. I'm Mark, and today we're going to talk about the Supreme Court of the United States and their recent decision on the Independent State Legislature Theory. And the Supreme Court today came down and ruled 6-3 against this new theory about state legislatures and what they can do to control elections. And basically, the independent state legislature theory comes out of the Constitution. It's Article 1, Section 4, Clause 1. Well, the theory is based on it. It doesn't really come out of the Constitution. Frankly, this theory is not in the Constitution. It's not constitutional. Supreme Court today by 6-3 says, no, it isn't. But we're just going to read that section of the Constitution. It says, the times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. And the GOP in recent history has been pursuing this independent state legislature theory so that they can pass any law about the elections of senators and representatives in their states. And their theory is because this is a power given to the legislature that courts can't review those laws and make sure that those laws are in conformity with their state constitutions and federal law. They basically want to say that the legislatures can do anything they want on how they run your elections. And I know there's a lot of Republican people out there. They really want it to win this case. But the reality is that actually, no, you really didn't want to win this case. Yeah, today, the GOP controls a decent number of state legislatures, but let's take a look at the last election. Democrats took back some of those. Do you want the Democrats being able to do anything they want with your election laws? With no review before a court where you can't go and try to pursue your rights? I don't think so. That's a really bad idea. Letting one group of body within the government control something is a really bad idea. The other reason that the GOP wants this because, they control a lot of state legislatures and they want to lock in through those wins that really came from redistricting that happened in 2010 and have perpetuated uneven outcomes in the elections compared to what the actual vote, Democrat and Republican in states are. There's many states now where even if the Democrats get a majority of the vote, they still can't get a majority of the representatives in their state legislatures. And they want to take that one-time win and turn it into a permanent lock-on power. The other thing is they wanted this theory. So frankly, they could cause chaos in the 2024 election. They wanted to be able to just create chaos. Thankfully, this Supreme Court, by a 6-3 decision, decided to take that tool away from them. And frankly, you really don't want them to have that tool. Because one, your side's going to lose at some point and the other side's going to control the legislature. And then they get to make the rules. And you don't want them to make rules and you can't review them. President Kennedy had a saying, and I'm going to repeat this on the channel quite a bit. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. And thankfully, the Supreme Court overturned this because if the Republicans were able to lock in a permanent win based upon what happened in 2010 in redistricting and that change in the maps and make it permanent, as demographics change and those people that are really representing the majority have a deep feeling of disenfranchisement, you don't want that. You don't want that in your state. As I said, we really want what our founders said. A republic of the people, by the people, and for the people. And that requires that peaceful power be able to transfer between parties